the hole was just too deep to get out of, wasn't it, after that first half?
Well, yeah, and you got to give Wofford credit. They obviously did a good job, but we did a pretty good job helping them on both sides. Offensively, we lay an egg, big time first two possessions, and defensively, we can't slow them down or stop them. So it's pretty easy to see why you get in the hole. I thought our special teams did a nice job. But that was about the only segment that played well from the beginning to the end. Other than catching a punt inside the 5, I don't know what we were doing there.
We were wondering about that. Is there a rule on that? If you're on the 10, don't back up?
Well, that's the old rule of thumbs, the 10-yard line. Anymore, if you're back there in the punt, you may go back to the 7 or 8 or something like that. Especially if they're down there gathered around where they can down it. But inside the 5, no, you don't catch it inside the 5. And even in that situation, I don't think anyone was really around him or in position to down the ball. I didn't get a chance to talk to him. It probably wouldn't have been a good thing had I talked to him at that point. I wasn't very excited.
What'd you tell them at halftime? Because they came out playing a whole lot better in the second half.
Well, it just all goes back, Joe, to the same thing I always tell them is you play the next play, scoreboard 0-0, you got to go win the next play. And I told them at halftime, I thought we got our butt kicks. We got our butt kicked pretty good on all phases, especially offensively, defensively. And it was up to us to make up our mind whether we were going to take it or we were going to go fight back. And they outscored us 28-3 in the first half. There was no reason why we couldn't outscore them 28-3 in the second half. Go play the next play, go win the next play. And I thought we came out and fought and competed. But this team, for whatever reason, wants to sit around and wait for somebody else to do it instead of taking responsibility and doing it themselves. And that's kind of the way the first half was. They wanted somebody else to make the play instead of them having to strain and do it themselves.
You touched all season, Coach, on how young this team is. Is that something with the first half where you said they're waiting for somebody else? Is that something that comes with experience?
Well, we are a very young team. I think I dressed 69 today and had 33 freshmen. So we are a young team. Now, there's not that many freshmen playing. The bad part is that some of the juniors and seniors, they need to grow up. They got to take responsibility. The group we had last year was very mature, very responsible. When you throw in some of the guys we lost, the Tremont Farrells, Chris Boyer, Austin Herring, Gatewood, a lot of those guys. And I know I'm leaving a bunch of them out. But for the most part, they took accountability for themselves and tried to get themselves ready. And were really, I think, tired of losing after the previous 3 years of playing and wanted to win. And they wanted to win, but they were tired of losing, really tired of losing. I think our guys want to win, but I don't know that they hate losing as much as they need to at this point. And if we don't get fixed, they'll figure out what it's all about.
Is bye week coming at a good time for you?
I personally, I would rather go play. Bye weeks. You never know if it's a good time or a bad time until you get to the end of the season and look back on what happened. Last year, we thought having one right before the last game would be a bad thing, but it probably turned out to be a pretty good thing, or could have turned out to be a really good thing.
Because you have to play.
Usually it's what you make of it, and we got to go make it a good thing.
Are you interested to see how your guys respond with this, 12 days, I guess, before you play again, and how you challenge them after this game here, see how they respond the next 12 days of practice?
Well, I expect them to respond well. I think we got a lot of guys that are made of the right stuff. I still think we got a good football team. We have the makings of a really good football team. And I told them in the locker room, we have the ability to play with anybody in the country, but we also have the ability to get beat by anybody in the country. It's a matter of how you go out and play. We played some pretty good football teams. I thought Wofford was a really good football team. Physical, I thought they did a good job running the football. They blocked us well. When they threw it pretty accurately, and defensively they ran around, competed and fought and battled, and they're a good team, but you know, who we have on our schedule that isn't good the rest of the way. You know, it's one test after another, and we can't run from the test, and we can't, you know, sit back and wait for somebody else to do it. We got to make up our mind to go do it. And that's what I expect this team to do next week.